Okay, boys and girls, I have a very simple drawing lesson for us this week, and all we're going to need is a paper, a pencil, and then some things to color with. So this week we're going to make a dinosaur, and I am going to teach you how to draw from something called general to specific, meaning we start with very general shapes and then we go ahead and add details in later. So to start our dinosaur, we're going to draw a crescent moon or a banana shape. And remember, we want to draw kind of big, not too small, because we don't want our whole drawing to be too small that we can't draw more details. So after we have our little banana shape, I'm going to put one big oval on this side here. This is going to be the head, okay? And then I'm going to put another circle and then one right beside it that's kind of overlapping, okay? So boys and girls, you want to draw very lightly when you do this, when you start, because we will be erasing some things, okay? So our dinosaur is definitely going to need 2 feet to stand on. So I'm going to draw 2 ovals down here for the feet. And then I'm just going to really lightly draw one little curved line, because that's going to tell me where the legs are going to be later. So, looking at our head again, I'm going to go ahead and draw another oval that overlaps. This is what's going to make the open mouth for our dinosaur. So you definitely want that to overlap, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect and it doesn't have to be the same. And then I know our dinosaur is going to need a nose, so I'm going to lightly draw 2 circles next to one another for the nose. Okay. So for our legs, we know that one leg is going to be in front and one leg is going to be behind. So I've drawn that circle, and I'm just kind of imagining this is going to be a little tube that goes down and connects to the dinosaur's feet. And I'm going to do the same over here. And of course, our little T-Rex needs some arms, so I'm going to draw some arms, and just for now, a couple of circles for the hands, because remember, we're working general to specific. I'm going to give him or her a funny little circle tail over here. Okay, so now we need to add the spikes on the back. And those are just going to be some triangles. And remember, you don't have to add some of these things if you don't want them. If you don't want your dinosaur to have spikes, you definitely don't need to put them on. And then I'm going to start adding the teeth. And the mouth. And we'll add a couple of teeth on the bottom. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to draw a little circle in here for the tongue. Now, I know our eyes don't float in space, so we're going to draw a little bump. Kind of attaches these, and then we can go ahead and draw our eyes. And we can make those little black dots if we want. And then our nostrils. Perfect, just like that. And then out of these circles, we are going to do little fingers. So I'm going to give this dinosaur 4 fingers per hand. That's a very common cartoon number of fingers. Then I'm going to widen up this leg. and give it some feet. You can see it's got real big feet for real tiny legs. That's because this is drawn like a cartoon. So the proportions of that dinosaur aren't going to be real. They're going to be cartoon proportions. And then I'm going to go back in and add a few more details. Into the scales, maybe some shadows on the legs or the body. And you'll see how this works when we go to color it. And I guess I'll give it a little tail, just like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and erase some of those inside things, those shapes that I made that I don't want anymore. And I am going to go over this with a Sharpie. If you want to go over first with the Sharpie what you want to keep, and then go and erase your lines later, that will definitely help you. And you can see I'm erasing those invisible lines, those things that we wouldn't see. And that's definitely why we wanted to draw light. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and ink all of this in with a Sharpie. You don't have to, but you can if you like. So, okay, and you can see that I added some shadows underneath the feet here, and then I added a few claws and other things, and I also colored in black where I wanted some of my shadows to be, instead of using a colored pencil. So now we'll go ahead and add some color onto this dinosaur. Alright, and there's our color. So you'll notice that I used a few different greens. I have a dark green, I have a medium green, and then I have like my light yellow greens here. So what I've done here is I've done some shading that is not black, so you can actually use different kinds of the same color to get different kinds of shading, and it just adds a little bit to our drawing here and helps it really look more 3D, like it's coming out of the paper. So feel free to go ahead and just add some background or other dinosaurs, really make it your own, have some fun with this. So I hope you all enjoyed our nice little drawing lesson this week, and I will see you next time. Have a great week, boys and girls. Bye!